Isaac Newton, Richard Feynman, and Henry Ford all stepped into various fields and ended up entirely revolutionizing them. Today we have Elon Musk bringing innovation and problem solving to some of the biggest issues known to humanity.
First, here's a quick background. Born in 1971 in Pretoria, South Africa, he always worked hard to learn and accomplish with his instinctive drive to figure out how to get it done, whatever it may be. His main goal as a kid was to make it to America, which he did quite well when he attended UPenn. Since graduating, he has started Zip2, a software company bringing media to the web, co-founded PayPal, put in large amounts of capital and effort into building up a solar power assembly organization called SolarCity, founded SpaceX, and finally founded Tesla. He is still the CEO of Tesla and SpaceX.
What motivates him to continue making such huge impacts? Elon Musk has a deep-rooted desire to positively affect humanity. This sounds overly grand, and he knows it is, for just one person. So his main goal is to, as he puts it, prove it's possible. Elon Musk believes that people respond to and are inspired by precedences and superlatives. So if he can get the ball rolling in whatever direction he wants, he believes humanity will follow up.
How does he keep finding these amazing things to do?
Yeah, actually, if I can go back a little bit to that, a little bit further and say the origins of why electric vehicles. Well, when I was in college, I thought about what are the things that are most going to affect the future of humanity, and the three things I came up with were the internet, transitioning to a sustainable energy economy, and that means both production and consumption of energy in a sustainable way, and the third was space exploration.
He's worked hard to affect each of these categories in any way he can. PayPal and SolarCity are major players in the internet and energy production fields, but the other two projects are more ambitious, so let's go a bit more into their origins.
After PayPal, someone asked Elon Musk what he would do next. "I like space," he replied, and so SpaceX began. In his mind, the future of humanity will require multiplanetary civilizations, but we are still so far away from that level of technology, it's incomprehensible. We reached the pinnacle of space travel in 1969, but since then we've been on a trajectory to nothing. So, with the fact that humanity is motivated by precedents and superlatives, he wanted to send a ship to Mars, set up a viable greenhouse, and in doing so, plant the most distant form of life in history. 100% philanthropic, this mission was supposed to fail by all forms of business metrics. Since then, the iterations on new forms of rockets has led to some of the best examples of disruptive innovation I could think of, and SpaceX leads the commercial space exploration industry, all from a fleeting thought that humanity needs to one day expand to other planets.
Despite being a bit preoccupied with SpaceX, Elon Musk began Tesla just 1 year later. The motivating factor began back in 1996 when GM began producing the first mass-produced electric car, called the EV1. However, within a few years of its testing and leasing to the public, GM repossessed all the cars, crushed them, and discontinued the project, despite people fighting in court to keep what they thought was an amazing product. When Elon Musk heard that these people even had a candlelit vigil in memory of the lost EV1, he knew something had to be done.
GM didn't believe the electric car market could become profitable even though people were mourning the product like a lost family member. So Elon Musk dove in, trying to invest money into a company called AC Propulsion, a non-consumer electric car project at the time, did not yield any results as they wanted to remain just a concept and not a full-size business. And thus, Tesla began, and the Tesla Roadster emerged as a high-end electric car. Elon Musk knew that these types of prototypes begin normally with a few stages of imperfect iterations, so he began with a small number of high-end sports cars to perfect the design, and is only now beginning to drift down to more profitable, more produced models, until eventually they will have an effective electrical vehicle for the cheap automobile industry.
Maybe none of these issues have been solved. Realistically, it is likely that Elon Musk will do little to ultimately solve them himself, and yet he doesn't care. The main driving force behind this revolutionary, disruptive innovator is just trying to set humanity on the right track. He wants to prove it's possible, whether that may be effective electric vehicles or commercial space travel.